Welcome to VOP Business Show. I'm Joy Adesowa Iramuseli. The 21-day ultimatum served on the federal government by the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has ended today, September the 22nd, with workers waiting for the next line of action by Labour. The head of Information NLC, Benson Upah, mentioned that only the National Executive Council of the NLC can decide the next move. The NEC is expected to state the next line of action following the expiration of the 21-day ultimatum. On September 5 and 6, the NLC called out its members on a 2-day warning strike. Following recent incidents of contamination of aviation fuel, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) stated that it has identified 4 non-licensed suppliers of aviation fuel across the country. The authority, while stating that the suppliers penetrated the airport without due process, said its collaboration with the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority (NMDPRA) led to identifying them. It noted that they had been chased out of the airport upon discovery. This was disclosed in Abuja yesterday during the inauguration of the 35-member Joint NCAA Audit Committee of all aviation fuel activities in Nigeria. The committee members are drawn from the NCAA, Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Department of State Service, and NMPDRPA, and the Association of Fuel Marketers in Nigeria. Members of the committee are expected to conduct a holistic review and audit all fuelers, fueling facilities and equipment from the initial source of the fuel to the point of fueling into the aircraft within 60 days. Speaking during the inauguration, the Director General of NCAA, Musa Nuhu, stated that the task to be undertaken by the committee was not targeted at witch-hunting any marketer. He assured that the recommendations from this committee would be fully implemented in the interest of the public and safe air travel in Nigeria. The Central Bank of Nigeria has postponed one monetary policy committee on the 293rd meeting, which was scheduled for September 25 and 26, 2023. A statement by the bank's Director of Corporate Communications, Dr. Isa Abdul Mumin, disclosed this yesterday. Although the Apex Bank did not provide any reason for the postponement, some operators stated that it was connected to the newly appointed governor and deputy governors of the bank that had not yet been approved. Earlier, President Bola Tinubu nominated Yemi Cardoso, the head of CBN. Tinubu also approved the nomination of 4 new deputy governors of the Apex Bank to serve for a similar duration of 5 years in the first instance, pending their confirmation by the Senate. The South Korean government has indicated interest in Nigeria's lithium deposit, according to the statement released yesterday and signed by the Deputy Director of Nigeria's Ministry of Solid Minerals Development, Alaba Balogun, disclosed that the Nigerian government had engaged the South Korean government at the 7th Korean African Economic Cooperation Conference in Busan, South Korea. According to the statement, the engagement focused on revising a 2006 Memorandum of Understanding between Nigeria and South Korea on investment in the solid mineral sector. The statement noted that the Nigerian team comprised officials of Ministry of Solid Minerals Development and Oando Mining Company, while the Korean Institute of Geosciences and Mineral Resources and Korean Mines Rehabilitation and Mineral Resources Corporation represented South Korea. It was earlier reported that the federal government, through the Ministry of Solid Minerals, had made efforts to attract investors to explore lithium deposits in the country. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has declared that Nigeria's raw material exports declined by 285 billion naira on a year-on-year basis and can be attributed to the government's neglect of the productive section. An analysis of foreign trade statistics published by the National Bureau of Statistics showed that raw materials exports fell to 345.5 billion naira in the first half of 2023 compared to 630.5 billion naira in the same period of the prior year. A breakdown of the first half of 2023 figure indicated that the country shipped out 200 billion naira worth of raw materials in the first quarter of the 145 billion naira in the second quarter, instead of 259.4 billion naira in the first quarter and 371.10 billion naira in the second quarter of 2022. During this period, urea, whether or not the aqueous solution, was exported to the United States, as well as non-monetary gold, including gold plated with platinum in powder form exported to Switzerland. Other items that dominated the export list were cocoa shells, husk skins, and other cocoa waste to Indonesia, and gold unwrought in semi-MFR forms or in powder form exported to Switzerland. The federal government, through the Standard Organization of Nigeria, has unveiled a bioclimatic chamber for the testing of the energy efficiency of locally manufactured and imported air conditioners. The commissioning of the facility took place yesterday in Lagos and had in attendance stakeholders in the private and public sectors. The procurement of the equipment was supported by the Nigerian Energy Support Program, the European Union, and the German government. The Director General of the Standard Organization of Nigeria, Farouk Salim, stated that the facility would help SON determine the conformity level of air conditioners in the Nigerian market. According to him, once the facility is fully operational, it will crest labels on products belonging within its category. The head of program at the Nigerian Energy Support Program, Duke Benjamin, described the journey to commissioning the equipment as long and arduous, but one that was worth the while. He added that the equipment would go a long way to help in the testing of energy efficiency of air conditioners in the Nigerian market. The Vice Consul at the German Consulate, John Skien-Delaz, described the commissioning of the facility as an outstanding achievement. He stated that Germany had always supported Nigeria's aspiration towards economic growth with focus on critical sector. The Permanent Secretary of Federal Ministry of Power, Temitope Fashedemi, congratulated SON for the giant strides and encouraged the organization to intensify monitoring and standards. Currency in circulation in Nigeria jumped by 1.7 trillion naira as cash transactions increased. Figures obtained from the Central Bank of Nigeria data on CIC revealed yesterday that the currency in circulation hit 2.7 trillion naira as of the end of August. The currency in circulation fell to 982.1 billion naira as of the end of February 2023 due to the naira redesign policy of the Apex Bank. It, however, maintained a steady rise when the policy ended, and cash earlier withdrawn from circulation in order to drive e-payments was returned into the economy. The currency in circulation in the country had dipped by 235.03% to 982.1 billion naira at the end of February from the 3.29 trillion naira at the end of October 2022. On the back of the naira redesign policy of the CBN. Figures obtained from the CBN revealed that 2.3 trillion naira was mopped up from circulation during the period under review. The CBN defined the currency in circulation as currency outside the vaults of the central bank, that is, all legal tender currency in the hands of the general public and in the vaults of the deposit money bank. It stated that this approach involved tracking the movement in currency in circulation on a transaction-by-transaction basis. According to the CBN, for every withdrawal made by a deposit money bank at one of CBN's branches, an increase in CIC is recorded, and for every deposit made by a DNB at one of CBN's branches, a decrease in CIC is recorded. And that's it on VOP Business Show on VOP TV. I'm Joy Adesuwa Irabosele. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and engage with us. It is Voice of the People TV and on other social platforms at VOP TV Live. Many thanks for watching.